Hey everybody, Klyn Elsbury here again, and I'm the founder of the blog, The Sickly Confidential. You can find it just by going to www.sicklyconfidential.com, and I want to talk to you today about how we can take back our power, how we can break the chains that are holding us back. You see, like many of you watching this, I have underlying conditions. I have cystic fibrosis, and I was diagnosed with diabetes when I was a freshman in high school. My blood sugar actually hit 1,236, and I spent a month in the ICU, life support, ventilator, the whole deal. In my 33 years, I have gone through 67 hospitalizations, 2 complete blood transfusions, and 13 surgeries. In fact, I have a port also, and it's been scary, it's been hard. And there was a time when I completely removed myself from the chronic illness community, because I felt that there were no positive voices. But what I didn't realize was that I wasn't the positive one. I was 22 when I made my first 6-figure salary doing recruiting. And by 26, I was in a wheelchair and on oxygen. I lost it all. Social Security, disability, I was trading recruiting for Amazon gift cards, sleeping on couches that I'd find on Craigslist in San Diego. I couldn't pay my bills. I didn't want to tell my family. I was too proud. I didn't have connections to this community, and I went down a really dark, slippery slope. And if you're watching this, I'm hoping that that's not you right now, but if it is, I want to share with you it doesn't have to be. I wrote my book a few years after that moment, and now I'm a keynote speaker. I travel around, pre-COVID, the world teaching people empowerment secrets. And a friend who's end-stage cystic fibrosis reached out to me and said, I just don't want to die alone. And it hit me. It hit me so hard. I'm tearing up. Because that was my fear. I didn't want to die alone. And I didn't have any power. And I wanted to feel like I was in control despite my body no longer being in control. And if you're still watching this, I know you feel that statement. Fast forward, I did get on the drug from Vertex, and I'm actually doing really well. My lung function's around 70%, avoided transplant, I'm thriving. And I started a business about 1.5 years ago, and been so blessed that it scaled. So Sickly Confidential for me became my way of digging out mentally. I've gotten my master's practitioner license in neuro-linguistic programming, which is like cognitive behavioral therapy to a degree. And I went really deep into understanding the mind and understanding how we can empower each other. And I want to share with you a couple of quick tips. I've only got 5 minutes. I'm looking at the timer like, speed it up. So I want to share with you a couple of quick tips that I learned. Number 1, you are always in control, even the days you feel like you are not. You see, our brains can cognitively hold 7 bits of information per second. There's 2 million bits coming at us, okay? Any second, any moment, 2 million bits. And a bit can be, what you're hearing, what you're seeing, what you're smelling, what you're feeling, the voice inside your head. All of these things are bits, but you can only consciously hold 7 plus minus bits of information per second. And so when you find yourself really down, or really frustrated, or very anxious, all of these things I was, you remember, what bits are you holding on to right now? You see, there's always a different side of the story. I used to really say, I have cystic fibrosis, I have diabetes. That's how I actually started this video. But the reality is in a way, just as much as I have this disease, I'm blessed by it. And so when you find yourself really frustrated or really down or really anxious and you don't know which path to choose the path that serves you. It will never serve you to beat yourself up. Ladies, it will never serve you to feel like you're a burden or that you're unworthy of love. All of these things I felt. And when I decided to make the decision of where my worth was, things changed. I started looking at the bits that I was negating. If I'm going to have a negative thought, can I have a positive thought also? And I got really deep into studying how our thoughts are structured. So Sickly Confidential will teach you these skills. We talk about dating. We talk about We talk about love. We talk about how to say no without seeming rude, because we all know we have to cancel on friends from time to time, or dates, and let's be honest, some of them deserve it. Sorry if some of my exes are watching. Hey. But you know what? There is a side to every story, and I want you to choose the side that empowers you most. So, sicklyconfidential.com is going to teach you all of these things. It's going to teach you how your brains map information, and if you put in your email address on that site, I'm going to hook you up with free master classes to overcome fears, overcome insecurities, overcome doubts, because our brains are so powerful. And when we choose the thoughts that serve us, we wind up being able to serve others. So, with that, thank you so much for joining Colton Underwood and the International Biophysics Corps, AFLAVEST, as many of you know it, and me, in Inspiring Fitness. Because we may think that we're just walking 10,000 steps and lifting weights, but it's mental too. It's mental to keep going, to persevere, to find out what that thing is that's holding us back. Get ready to turn a new chapter. Get ready to break free of the chains that have grasped you. Get ready to understand how to take the story you're telling yourself and put it into a story that serves you and your deeper purpose in life. I got you. I love you. I look forward to seeing you online.